Welcome back to another awesome video from Xtreme Stories series, and we're back with another awesome video from this awesome channel. And today we're bringing to you once again, a new video. Today's video revolves around something that we all have to deal with on a regular basis, and you use this to get around. And if you guessed buses, then you were absolutely correct. Well, buses, for sure, can be very nasty places because the buses, you guys, they're not clean, they're filthy, they have all kinds of stuff going on there, like fights and stuff. Well, today we talked to you about why I hate buses in general. Not specifically the bus, but it has to do with one little thing on the bus, and that is the bus driver that you have. Personally, I think bus drivers are pretty much okay if they're pretty nice. Well, that's for the few bus drivers that are out there to actually, let people do what they want on the buses. But that was not the case back at elementary school because things there were a lot different. And back in elementary school, I went through a lot of trouble with bus drivers. Like I had a whole bunch of bus drivers that weren't that nice. Like they weren't really friendly to us. But the worst out of them all was her, that one bus driver. Let's call her Mrs. Rude. So Mrs. Rude was by far the worst bus drivers I ever had to deal with in my life. Not kidding. This is one of the most hated bus drivers I ever had to deal with. And I'll tell you why. Well, the first reason why people hated her was because she banned snacks, she banned drinks. You couldn't have drinks on the bus. And also, you couldn't even bring your game system onto the bus. And even that, don't forget about no talking. Yep, you can't talk either. That was also a rule on the bus, and that pretty much stunk. Even if you're that one kid who were to bring snacks into the bus, she will snatch your clean out of your hand and just toss it away. Which is real sad. Why you make the little kid cry? Well, she didn't care. Even if you were to eat snacks from like back in like the fourth row or even the first seat, she can still see you. So you're pretty much sabotaged. And that was a huge stinker for everyone. The second reason why I hated her so much was because she was always, just to be clear, she was always so freaking late to our bus stop. She was never on freaking time. She was always so freaking late to her, to, the, to pick people up. And I'll be out there for a long time, sometimes just waiting for her to show up. So unfair. And this is not even the worst part. The worst part is this is that even in extreme cold weather and even with 2 hour delays, she's still so freaking late. Like even when it comes to this temperature that you see right here, it doesn't matter to her because she's always gonna be late. And that's exactly what happened. Like one time that happened and I was pretty much done. And so was my mom. She was pretty much done as well. I felt it too. There were barely anyone going to the bus stop that day, so when she got us to the school, she handed us candy bars just for having us wait for her. I was like, "What the hell is wrong with you? Do you know how much time we waited just for you to get to your bus stop?" She doesn't care. And even after school, on a daily basis, she's always late as well. So we'll be out there again, waiting for her to pick us up. And when she shows up with a nasty smile on her face, you know something's up. And the final reason why I hated her was because she was pretty much a hothead. Like she likes to yell a lot. Like if you were to tick her off, you wouldn't, believe how angry she'll get because she'll totally lose it. Just like I explained to you guys in the angry coach video. Well, she pretty much was like him. And I even ended up getting into quadruplex trouble one day with her. And that was just on the third day of school. Well, what happened? I was talking, and she pointed me out on it by saying, All right, you in the red shirt, come to the front of the bus and sit right in the seat right next to me. Well, that was pretty screwed up because then after chewing me out, and when I got to my bus stop, I was pretty much on the verge of crying already. I was pretty much done. I couldn't take it, and also that was pretty much the day when I started hating her because she was just a careless person who didn't care about other people's feelings. I mean, she pretty much treated us like slaves just so she can get what she wants. She just wanted her own solitude. I mean, why should the elementary school drivers do this to us? Because this is what it was like with the other drivers. No food, no talking. They're always late, and you can't have your games. And but she was pretty much the worst at this stuff. She was basically a Nazi, you can say for sure. And also, I had to deal with her for 2 years. Yeah, 2 freaking years. 2 freaking years. That's how long the pain lasted. It was 2 years. I was expecting her to lose her job after all this, but still, she still seemed to keep her job even after the 2 years. So I'm guessing now she's probably still making kids miserable. But that's it for today's episode. Anyways, guys, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's episode. And if you have any experiences like this that I deal with, then feel free to leave it down in the comments section so I can read your stories. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in another video next time.